Not gonna lie.
So, and then you've got, John Moxley versus, I swear to God, I thought Excalibur called him the Stone Pickle. I get it's the Stone Pitbull, but I swear to God, the first time, go back and listen, first time he says it, he's like, the Stone Pickle. Wait, what?
The way he talks, I could buy it.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I think sometimes he starts going too fast. He's like the Micro Machines guy with the stupid mask on his face.
He goes way too fast, dude. Way too fast.
And I get that you want to start and I get you want to start the excitement, but he comes in screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. Okay, calm down. And I get that sometimes that matters, but I don't know. I guess they did that with Monday Night Raw back in the day, but I always remember it was because of the pyro.
Because they had to talk over the pyro, yeah.
And you would always get that, whether it's JR, we are live here, or Michael Cole now does the old Brett Musburger, you are looking live, and that's start us off, even if you don't want to copy WWE and do the aerial shots, do a outside the stadium shot or something. I don't know. There's no establishment. It's just right in. Here we go. And
it's interesting.
Yeah. And then that's fine. When I know they were doing that for a bit where they would have that, where they were like, boom, we're starting with the match right away. You're getting, if you're doing that, that's different, but you've got to, I don't know. There's got to be some sort of,
I'm going to double down on what I said last week. Bryan Danielson's horrible on commentary. Horrible.
And I feel like multiple times I've you hear Taz trying to set him up or trying to give him something, and I forget what it was, and I wish I should have gone back and listened to it. But Taz said a sentence or two, or maybe even 3 to tee Bryan up, and Bryan was like, "Yeah, no, that's not what happened." And that was it. Didn't give him any response, didn't give him any back and forth. And I wish I could have seen Taz's face, because he probably just fuck you then. I don't know what to do. And I do feel bad for Taz because he is a good announcer.
Yeah, if you're gonna do this, just have sock face and Taz. That's it.
If they've never even ever tried.
No.
That? I don't see why. Yeah. No,
I go with that team. Screw it. You already committed to them. Excalibur, you're committed to Excalibur. Just have him go with Taz.
You know what?
Fine.
You've got such a damn it. You're right, because you got a better chance of that happening than Excalibur being replaced, which is what really needs to happen to make
but it's
better.
Not going to happen.
Exactly. And if that's not going to happen, lower the distractions around him, because Excalibur also too, and I think that one of the big reasons they had to get rid of Shivani was that they would just be giggle fits, little schoolgirls giggling over
when there's serious stuff happening in the ring. These guys are laughing like schoolgirls.
Yes, and just being silly and goofy and popping each other, which I get, and I know that's what they do with indie wrestling announcing and commentary. It's kind of the gimmick of it, and so it's so easy for Excalibur just to fall back into, as we talk about on this show all the damn time, bad habits, and just rolls right into them.
Think about if it's just the two of them. I think Taz could keep him in a semi line.
I do too.
Keep him within boundaries, not too far, because
I do too.
Taz will throw an elbow.
Or I feel like they used to have the old thing where we talk about with Vince, where he would pull the glasses down because he had the bifocals. Taz would, I think, just pop the sunglasses up once, give you that look of the fuck did you say? Or even and behind the scenes of us, sometimes George will send me a little message in the private chat here, Jake, slow the fuck down, because I get excited, I get going, and I understand Excalibur's plight, but I'm also not on national TV and acting like I'm the best in the world and doing everything right. And you know what I mean? I feel like
we don't have a third person jumping in, laughing and saying stupid shit,
or just
this
me
is saying
great.
Stupid shit.
Our own hype man to be Shivani. This is awesome. This is what AEW is all about. AltJake Takes On is the best.
Yeah. If you got rid of Shivani, which is the good step, but you brought in another person, which was the stupid step. I don't agree with. I already mentioned it. Stick with a 2-man booth. Danielson doesn't add a thing. He adds nothing.
Correct. Nothing.
Granted, he was a good wrestler, all that, but he doesn't need to be in the commentary booth. I'm sorry.
Everybody loves him, but yeah, you're right. He's not. It's not something that he's built for. He's not something he's great at.
Notice that when he wasn't wrestling in WWE, where he wasn't in the commentary team, was he? Nope.
No, he was the GM because he can get fired up and he can do good promos, and there is great things about. But WWE, even in the bad days under Vince, most of the time they would do their best to, put the person's positives forward, and then, hide the bad things. And that's
what's wrong. What's wrong with using Danielson as the GM of Dynamite?
As the voice of Tony Khan, like we know how much Tony Khan loves him. Holy shit, George.
So what's wrong with it? Tell me.
Nothing. That's amazing. That would be awesome. That would work. Because cut to the next scene. Great transition. Cut to the next scene with the Bucks banging on Tony Khan's locked door. We need money. Give us a match. Danielson opens the door and just looks at him, or he gets in their face, gives them the intensity, or opens the door and running knee strikes one of them.
Plus, you don't see Tony Khan in here at all. You see a sign, big deal.
Right,
if you see Bryan Danielson sign on the door and then he comes to the door and gives that look like you just said, that's a major impact, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you. I am 100% with you. No, I'm not sure why that never crossed my mind, but the moment you said it, I was like, it would be so perfect.
It just makes sense.
It would be great and let him just speak for Tony Khan on television. Tony Khan's got a special announcement, but Danielson's going to make it for him.
No, not even that.
Bryan Danielson
not even that. Just have him be the GM of the show. Whenever there's an announcement, Bryan Danielson has a special announcement this week.
There you go.
Tony Khan's announcement, but
Danielson's
making it.
There you go. Yeah, because Tony has to know he's bad on television. I asked the AEW Mole one time, like, he knows that, right? And he's like, yeah, he does. But he tries to get better. Does he? Woof.
Start with blinking.
That's where I feel like that'd be good if Tony still wanted to do it, but like Danielson could be with him. Like Danielson could give him an elbow every 4 seconds, like blink. Just give us one. Make sure you're not fully cracked out. Oh man. But yeah, no, that was.
So if you're listening, Tony, just put Bryan Danielson in charge of Dynamite, and I'll get back to being almost 100% vested. I would.
Yeah. No, that really would. It would give it a lot more. It would give you so much more like respect and, credibility is the word I was looking for. Really, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. He's not being a goof. He's being a serious authority figure. I'm down. And you could have that little goofy, GM stuff that they all pull. That's fine.
Right. They do it with Pierce and Nick Aldis all the time, but not all the time. Like they do it in spurts where it's funny and works and they get worked up and it's like anytime with Chelsea Green, that's a little bit funny, but they still get to have their authority and no one, nobody treats them like shit and completely walks over them. So no, that would be great.
You mentioned Adam Pierce. So think about there's a melee in the ring between, let's say, the Bucks and FTR. Okay. There's a melee in the ring. Security comes out. They do that whole pull apart thing. And then Bryan Danielson comes storming out and he's pissed.
Yeah.
And he gives that, you guys I'm not dealing with this crap on Dynamite. You're going to settle at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah.
A cage match, whatever. Yeah. Serious thing from Bryan. That'd be awesome.
And have the passion about, and those were his best promos usually. Like he wasn't good a lot of times he was better when he was just kind of, on fire. Now I'm so with this. It's unfair. Like it's unbelievable. I'm beyond with this. Like this more needs to happen. The next Caliber being really. Oh my God, you've blown my mind, George.
We've changed the show to a 2-man booth, and Bryan Danielson's in charge of Dynamite. I like that.
That would be, and those are small changes, but they're major changes in the same aspect. Again, it would do so much. And it would give credibility to Tony Khan. Like he would
notice that right off the bat too.
And we're all in this world.
Say, dude.
Yes. And we're all in this world where we all know everything that's going on behind the scenes, especially the fans of this company. We've all heard Tony say, hey, if I was hit by a bus tomorrow, Danielson would run the company. Just say that's happening. You don't have to say the bus part, but like, hey, Danielson's running the company, even if it's not.
You don't even got to do that. You just have him be a GM. You don't got to say anything about it. Who would say something? I wouldn't say anything if one day, if we're watching Dynamite next week and Bryan Danielson comes out to the ring and he says, I am the new GM of Dynamite. I don't need an explanation. I'm fine with that.
100%. Or if they don't want to use GMs because WWE does, commissioner. Totally fine. I love it. Yeah, like coming in being, he's the Roger Goodell, Rob Manfred, Gary. It would work and people would understand it and it would make sense quickly. And it could be something that like we talked about with the Maniac saying there's going to needs to be a hard reset. That would help. Like that would be a part of this is how we're doing a damn hard reset, just
Danielson you have to do something. And says I'm not on the commentary team anymore. It's just Taz and Excalibur now, and I'm in the GM. That's how it's going to be, and you're going to listen to me. I'm good.
And Schiavone can come back out. Like, I'm going to come back out. And Danielson puts him in the fucking cattle mutilation. No, I'm kidding.
You're going to be in the back taking care of interviews with Renee.
As well, it'd be perfect. No, we're only like 3 segments into this show, and we've completely fixed it. The next segment was the only thing that happened with the AEW Women's title on the show was the video package for her and for Statlander and Tony Storm. Great, sure, whatever.
They slipped it in pretty quick. That was about it.
Yeah. And like every feud and promo battle, that just everything went too quick. But whatever. I'm hoping Chris Statlander retains. I feel like otherwise it's just
they did that for a reason. They weren't gonna. Tony was not gonna lose to Mercedes,
right?
And this is the next best thing, I guess.
That makes a valid point. Yeah. And that's why they're putting up. That's why they're in that video. They put Statlander so over. She's the first woman to hold it. Yeah. And she's got 110 wins in the women's division. Damn, you nailed that one, dude. You're on fire today, buddy.
I'm smoking. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, that's what connects us with all people. I get it.
Tomorrow's Friday, dude. Tomorrow's Friday.
Someone's gonna make you ain't got no job, but that's me.
This was something here, boy.
Yeah. So this happened. I did like the Hurt Syndicate coming out all suited up, but then taking them down and make because that's the old street fight style where the guys would be dressed up in jeans and a t-shirt, like when we reviewed the Alley fight and Pat Patterson's the I Heart NY t-shirt and jeans like that. That's what a street fight should look. You shouldn't be just wearing your regular attire in a street fight.
Is it just me, or when Hurt Business first came out, did you notice how rough MVP looked?
Yeah, and then he fell pretty early too. When
they first came out together, I looked at him and I'm like, wow, this guy hasn't slept in 3 days. Holy smokes.
He is back in his home area.
He looked rough.
Yeah. I also feel like sometimes, and I'm not saying this is what happened, but you see it a lot of times with athletes where like literally one game they're themselves, and like the next game they look like an old man. You know what I mean? Like it just, and I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's kind of how I got that feeling. And then when he goes to attack Ricochet on the apron, by the stage, by the entrance, and he was just supposed to hit Ricochet with the cane and then be like, yeah, and he fell. And like they immediately got off it with the camera, thank God, and didn't linger on it. But that made me feel
production
bad.
Was better. Production was good.
Yes. There was a couple of times where I felt where that moment specifically, and a couple other ones where I'm like they used to just hold on that for too long or miss things. I don't think they missed as much. I did notice the Fight Forever ad that came on. I'm like, that's still a thing. I guess they now call it.
They're doing something for free now, I guess.
Yeah, I think what they're just doing is they're just updating that game through the update so that it gets the current roster. Exactly. I'm like, it's too late anyway. The game sucks. Nobody played it. Stop investing anything into that. And if you're gonna try to make a game, find a real video game production company and make the game. You can't have 2K because that's what but I don't know. EA does Electronic Arts. They're still a thing. Like I haven't played video games in a long time.
Yeah, the Saudis just bought them.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, EA Sports just got bought by the Saudis.
Well, I guess the Live Golf game is going to be really good then. But I mean, this match.
These guys are putting over this team something else, boy. I gotta give them credit. Hurt Syndicate's really going out of their way to put these guys over. This is twice down, 3 times.
And I feel like a lot of it is your boy Bishop Khan. I feel like your boy is gonna.
Yeah, he's awesome. And he is. Dude.
And you watch this match, and now I watch them paying more attention to him specifically because you've mentioned, and you're damn right. Like he's so much better than Tongalo or not Tongalo. Leona or whatever they call it. There's too many TLs there. And I always one of my all-time favorite movies in the history of the world is the first Bad Boys movie, and Tia Leone's in that movie, and that's where my brain always goes to. I'm sorry.
You can tell by looking at him that he's in shape, he's serious about what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trying his best, and he sells pretty well too, from what I can see.
Yeah.
And he's very professional. I think he's a breakout star if they just I don't know.
If they let him break out of that group. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it was good.
Did he put Lashley through the table?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
I thought so. Yeah. See, Lashley knows who to
right.
Okay.
I was gonna say, as far as I saw, and I could be wrong, I think he's the only person Lashley sold for.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Lashley knows.
Like at all, though, like not even a little bit. Yeah. And you can't blame him. Like, and that's where, like when you hear sometimes some guys are like, oh, I'm not doing jobs for this or that, whatever. Like when Lashley says it's like, yeah, you don't do it. Like, don't make Lashley do a job. Like the stupid, like Lashley shouldn't be selling for Orange Cassidy.
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yeah.
Because that's what they had to do.
God.
They had to do that.
Speedball Mike Bailey.
That's why I mean, think about it. You got Speedball Mike Bailey and Bishop Leon sitting next to one another. Who are you going to sell for?
Oh, God, right? Yeah. Especially when you're Bobby Lashley size, too. And a former world champion.
Just common sense.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely
with the guys that looks good and can do it.
Yep.
That guy can do it. We'll see what happens with him. Hopefully he goes up. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm 100% with you.